Happy Sunday. Today I'm going to be talking about Joshua 6, the Wall of Jericho. Joshua 6 is a story where the children of Israel walked around the walls of Wall of Jericho and the wall came crashing down. So, in the beginning of Joshua 6, the Lord gave Joshua very clear instruction. You're going to walk around this wall of Jericho once a day for 6 days, and on the seventh day you're going to go around for seven times, and in front of you're going to have armed men, but you're also going to have priests with horns that you're going to blow, and you're going to have people that will praise. Oh no, sorry, no, you're not going to have praises. Sorry, I'm mixing this up. No, so you're going to have the priest, with the Ark of Covenant, so you're going to take a walk around the wall of Jericho once a day, and then seven times on the seventh day. And then we see how the story went. The walls of Jericho came crashing down. But there are two stories I want to pull, two lessons I want to pull from this story. Number one, in the book of Joshua 6, verse 20, the word that struck me when I read this chapter is the word suddenly. The children of Israel walked around once every day. Nothing happened. The walls of Jericho were still standing strong. All the buildings erect. Nothing happened. Seven times. The seventh day, they walked around seven times. Imagine if they got tired and said, you know what, we're done. Nothing is happening by the sixth time. But the seventh time, they went around and suddenly the walls came crashing down. It was as if the walls of Jericho never existed before then. Now, how do we apply this into our lives? There are things we are trusting God for that we've been praying for such a long time. Like, God, knock, 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 knock. I've been knocking for years, 20 years, 2 years, 2 months. Why am I not getting an answer? This scripture just reminds us that God is a God of a suddenly. He can arise suddenly and turn around the situation. And I'm reminded of that scripture that says, when the Lord turned around the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dreamed. The way the Lord works, by the time he turns it around, it will be like as if that thing never existed before. So my friend, I want you to hold on to your faith. I want you to keep knocking on that door. I want you to keep asking, because the God of the suddenly will arise and turn around that situation. And yes, it may look like nothing is happening. I've been knocking on this door for so long. Lord, where are you? Where are you? But this is an encouragement for us to be like, you know what? I'm going to keep knocking until the door is open. I'm going to keep knocking until it's answered, because God is the God of the suddenly. Sometimes, we might see signs, that, okay, like something is changing in this situation. But at times that you will say, nada, nothing. Nothing is changed. Nothing is happening. But the God of the suddenly is able to suddenly turn around that situation. Now, the second thing I wanted to bring to our attention is Rahab. And that was in the same chapter, Joshua 6, verse 27, I believe, 26, 25 or 27. It says that Rahab was a prostitute, remember? Rahab was a prostitute. The spies from Israel came, she hid them. And of course, it was a very risky thing for her to do, because if she got caught, she would have been finished. But she had faith in a God she knew not of. She had faith in a God she had heard about. And she was like, you know what? I think I can put my money on this God. I think I can trust this God and he'll come through for me. She took the risk. She hid the spies and they promised her, look, because you did this, when we come to destroy the Jericho, we will save you. And indeed, she was saved. And despite her being a prostitute, her past did not determine her future. And the verse, I think it's 20, let me say 20, yeah, verse 25. It said that Rahab still lives among the Israelites till this day. Rahab was a prostitute. She was also in the lineage of Christ. She was one of the matriarchs that brought Christ to the earth. So your past does not determine your future. It doesn't matter what you've done in the past. It's all gone. God is the God of the now and the future. He doesn't care what you've done in the past. The Bible says, behold, all things have passed away. All things have passed away. All things have become new. So whatever it is that you did in your past, it's all gone. Just believe God that you're now a new person. You're now a new person. You're now a new person in God. Now that's it for me today. I hope you have a wonderful day and I'll see you again next week. Cheers. Bye.